but
Oh, while I have you,
I
if you take a look at
yeah.
your character sheet over to your force powers, I took the time to make those far more legible.
Oh, really?
Wait, I can't open it anymore.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I figured delete the ones you don't currently have because all they said was go to this page and then typed in the rest for you.
I appreciate that.
So for $110,000, Disney has a package that includes a private jet that flies you to all 12 Disney parks.
For $110,000?
Yeah,
Better than buying a fucking Cybertruck, which
right?
costs about the same amount.
I saw
Yeah,
one in the
but you're
wild
going
the
to
other day.
Disneyland.
And
How
a couple of
rusty was
worlds.
it?
Looked shiny.
Oh,
But,
they're all over the place out here. It's someone said about LA, the only reason why there's so many cars out here is because it's the only way you can tell who's better than you.
I got I got two of them on the road at the same time. Truly watching them drive down the road, you have an instinctive feeling of like that thing should not be on a highway.
It's just
It's
so
bad
ugly.
to have on a highway.
It's just so ugly. Like, I mean, we knew this even back in the Elon is not a crazy person days that we saw that and we're like, oh, what is he thinking?
Some people say that Elon Musk is an incompetent, whiny nepo baby who's never been told no once in his life. Some
No,
people.
no.
They're
I think
right.
you mean most people.
Oh, if only it was most people.
99.9% of some people.
Hi, Tyler. Are we starting?
it's a good thing I'm not recording yet.
Well, all right.
No, you can let my hatred for Elon Musk be known.
It's
Yeah.
it's in numerous episodes.
We should do a compilation of Tristan railing against capitalism.
Absolutely not. Because the only way we're going to do that is I'm going to have to sit down and watch every fucking episode, timestamp them, download them, because I don't keep the files after I finish making them, because that would clog the shit out of my computer.
Mm-hmm.
And then cut them all apart, put them all together.
So it sounds like you already have a plan.
I will end you.
You walked into that one, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
Look, my
All right.
whole existence is solving other people's problems, so you give me problem, I can tell you how to solve problem. I have told you what you have to do to accomplish this task.
all right. Well, is everybody ready to start?
Yeah.
Fucking
I
save it.
suppose.
Ooh, fuck off.
Yeah. Right, hurry up.
You may now begin.
Actually, there's one setting I want to look at. Oh, I can put a light animation. Cool. Awesome. All right. Perfect. Well, with that being said, let's dive right into it today. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Last we left off.
Oh.
He realized he was too close to home and then had to go get to that galaxy far, far away.
Shall wait. Who was that?
It was Trev.
Trev.
How about?
Oh, was Murder, She Wrote a rerun? You realized you didn't have to watch it?
By the
It
way,
was.
I have the complete Murder, She Wrote on DVD.
She did.
Of
Don't
course
you
you
mean
did.
Betamax?
So,
As we
no.
left off, you all got to the arid planet of Formos. Formos being a essential stop on a trade route on the Pablo Sleheyron space route, heading out rimward. Which page I should look at that? Perfect. The crew of the Stormrunner landed on the ship and came to realize that the planet was in the midst of a water shortage. They encountered several water merchants, all of them selling their wares at highly extortionate rates. But that's that. You met some stormtroopers. You walked your way along a long winding road to the actual settlement itself that's attached to the Formos spaceport. Walked through some alleyways to make your way to the cantina with your delivery to Rejenks. Stopped and rescued, quote unquote rescued, a disabled and 3PO droid that has been taken apart. Stole its head and then proceeded to make your way to the cantina. Speaking of which, the first thing that we need to do before the session starts is we need to roll for Destiny. So let's go ahead and roll for Destiny, and there should be a button.
Maybe this week it'll work.
No, that's not ideal.
Oh dear.
Perfect.
Oh no.
Perfect.
How is the
no.
dark side user the only one who got light this week?
For sure. So,
I'm just special that way?
that is 1 to the light, 4 to the dark today. That's going to be fun, as it is going to be that sort of session here today. With that being said, let's cut over to Reject's Cantina. As you enter the lobby of the cantina, you are aware of a change in atmosphere. The air conditioning alone in this room is almost as refreshing as the beverages served at the well-appointed bar promised to be. You all look around. The cantina is clearly a popular spot for locals to mix, though it isn't so crowded as to make it impossible for you to get seats. You see all matter of humans and aliens alike. They rub shoulders at the bar, and they even seem happy to let droids in. There are a couple of droids sitting at a couple of tables, drinking some oil. To your right, and this is clear to you as you look at the screen, across the far corner. Never mind about that. Sorry. There. Give you 1 second here. Fantastic. You also see a private room that has its door open over here. You see a lot of the booths are made for 4. The side room appears to be, you see sort of into one half of it. Seems sort of large, and will give you and your party enough room if you wanted to inquire about that. But furthermore, you see what used to be a sort of circular balcony, that level that's above. You see that the second floor is fully open. There isn't another floor above you. The building you can see is probably in the midst of renovation. There are sort of ruined, jagged, sort of pieces of metal as you look up. That sort of signify that there was meant to be a balcony up there, and it's currently being constructed. As you walk into the cantina, you see sort of tending bar is a old Aqualish gentleman, sort of the typical sort of front moisture pockets that it uses for speech. Tending bar and ensuring that its patrons are made. You see, out of a couple of them, as you can see, we have some generic tokens sitting in because I couldn't be bothered. Amongst some of the, again, you see sort of a mixture of mostly human, but some alien here. In particular, you see a Toydarian floating above its seat and sort of sitting and conversing with the Aqualish bar. I believe you currently in tow, you have your sort of delivery package. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Indeed.
As soon as we step inside, Linus sets her incredibly heavy box down. Oh, thank God. Air
Right.
conditioning.
The Aqualish, he notices you enter. You hear a is sort of what you hear coming out of this person's mouth. He is sort of gesturing around this corner over here.
Fine. She lifts her box back up.
All right.
Can any of us understand what he's saying?
Do any of you understand Aqualish?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Would any of you have a reason to understand Aqualish?
I mean,
Yeah,
I can
languages
interact
was
with
not really
people.
covered during character creation.
Yeah. I've had to interact with people in the Outer Rim a lot.
I would say, since all of you are sort of Outer Rim based, I would say you get the gist of what he's saying. He's directing you over to a sort of quote-unquote back room, like a loading area, sort of a supply area that's around this corner. All right. I'm assuming by that, you guys are probably taking your boxes up. That's great.
Yep.
The door opens, and you walk in. The shelves may look empty, but there are actually a pretty decent amount of, like typical like foodstuffs in here. You see several large vats of what you see to be water, and several smaller crates over in this area that are about the size of the water crates that you currently have.
All right.
Never carrying something heavy again.
Oh, you'll be all right.
And awesome. The Aqualish, perfect. Let me just get my notes together. How much was offered as the reward for the delivery?
Nobody asked.
We did. It is 1,000 credits up front, unknown amount on delivery. I think it was 2,000 that you said, though.
That
I thought
sounds right to me.
1,000 person, but it's not. But I'm gonna say it anyway. 1,000 per person, right?
The Aqualish looks over at you all, and he sort of has a pad for you to sign. And on there is it has like a place for you to enter in like account details for a wire transfer of 2,000 credits. 500 as a tip for you carrying the stuff in and not just leaving it outside.
All right. Well, Cameron will sign, fill out information, hand the pad back politely.
And you see the Aqualish sort of looks at you and nods, goes, which means, and then sort of grabs a bottle of what looks to be mead or like a wine-ish spirit and 5 glasses, and then motions you over to the private room.
Camel motion to the crew.
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
As you guys walk by, the Tordiarian goes, "Wait, another drink?" And the Aqualish sort of rolls his pupilless eyes and goes over and starts pouring him another drink.
This Aqualish doesn't match the physical description of the Aqualish I'm looking for, correct?
This guy?
No,
Or
this
which guy? Oh, that bartender? No, he does
Okay.
not. Speaking of which, you walk into this room. This is some wild canteen music. And I love it. You see, as you walk in, there is sort of an auto display going of some general, like, traders news. Like, you see the Imperial DataNet is currently not connected. That standard DataNet isn't connected, but what you do see, revolving in sort of a holographic, like a sort of flickering hollow screen, displays the rotating head of a tough-looking adult male Aqualish with scrolling text advertising an Imperial bounty.
So a picture, and is it the guy I'm looking for? His name is, what is his name? Bandandoba?
Bandandoba.
You take a look here, and actually, I'm going to give you a handout.
Oh, good.
One moment here. Actually, I'm not going to give you a handout. I'm just going to read it. So, from the, it says, Bounty Notice. The Office of Maruth Duel, Administrator of the Spice Mines of Kessel, is offering a 20,000 credit reward for the killing or capture of the Aqualish pirate Bandandoba. This dangerous outlaw from Imperial Justice is guilty of the murder of the Empire security operatives, destruction of the Empire's property, movement of contraband, black marketeering of narcotics, and acts of criminal conspiracy. For more information, contact any local representatives of Imperial Authority.
Okay. I capture that image on the data
Absolutely.
plot.
Yeah, you see it carries it right over, and it gives you a copy of, here, I will give this to you, but just with the correction added. I will give you the text of the bounty. DM'd to you. But change the number to what I just said, which is 20,000.
Oh, okie dokie.
Absolutely. What is everybody doing as you have this sort of rather pleasant stop on your way at On Formos? What's everybody doing?
So,
Lina drinks the drink, not quite knowing what it is, like gingerly sips from it.
Is Lina like a usual drinker?
No.
It immediately like the first time you try wine and you think that it's going to be all fruity and nice, but it's like harsh red wine with like that tannin sort of drying effect. It's not particularly great to you. It's tastes like bitter wine.
Cam, even the drinks on this planet are dry. How can a liquid be dry? I just set it down.
Kybax does not drink his, mostly because it did not come with a straw.
All right.
Sam is leaning up against the door frame or the wall, looking on the outside in the bar and looking inside just because he's paranoid.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
Cam
we'll
is sipping her drink and keeping one eye on the door over here.
right.
It does not appear that my token has been given vision of any kind. I can see what other characters can see, but cannot see what I can see.
Cool. We'll fix that. There you go.
Okay, that works.
Awesome. Cam. And Kyvax. Yeah, so Cam, Kyvax, and Tam. You guys are all sort of keeping an eye on the door.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was a question.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
I sat there and I was like, sorry, I'll put more inflection on it next time. As you, yeah, the three of you, I'll say specifically Tam and Cam. Go ahead and give me. I'm gonna ask for a perception check. Yeah. Give me a perception check, difficulty 1.
Hey, lady.
Tam, you are nowhere to be seen. Cam, as you watch, you see another patron enters the bar. This patron is Rhodian. She's wearing sort of a very elegant dark green dress. It's sort of form-fitting. She has sort of long, like shockingly red hair. So red it's probably dyed. Sort of coming down. She has sort of shaved sides, and it's braided down the back of her neck. And I'll say, Cam, you sort of, and I'm sort of put you right here so you can actually see. The people at the bar sort of look, as she enters, they look at her kind of similar to the way that they were looking at you. You take that to mean that this woman is also new to the planet. Yeah, sort of green, sort of tight-fitting satin dress. She has a lot of polished and sort of brass accessories. She has sort of multiple earrings in one ear, and she's holding sort of a small clutch.
In other words, this Rhodian looks like she absolutely 110% does not belong here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to flip the point.
It's mine. Sorry. No, you're all good.
Leave alone.
Go ahead and give me. Yeah, that's a good. If you want to put knowledge to your assumption, go ahead and give me.
Streetwise?
say, yeah, streetwise. Yeah. Cam, go ahead.
Difficulty?
I'm going to say difficulty of 0 for this. Oh, beautiful. In this instance, I will allow those advantages to be asked in the form of a question about this woman. To answer your question, yes. The patrons are looking at her as though she is a new arrival. You see that they, you see that the male presenting patrons do sort of look her up and down, and yeah, you see that. Yeah, she sort of. You see that she sort of smiles in a way that Rhodians smile and winks at one gentleman sitting at the bar, and then starts to sort of move out of your sight line and heads.
Okay.
Yeah.
How dangerous is she? Yeah, you can look at someone and get like just a general gist or vibe about how dangerous someone is.
Like, for instance, look at Kybex.
Like a person like dressed like that, walking into a place like this and not looking uncomfortable or awkward. There's some shit going on here.
Yeah, that's a very good way to put it. She does not put the fatale in front of the fatale. She to answer your question, I'll give you some more information. She appears to be looking around the room a lot. She's trying to hide it a little bit, but she's her eyes are sort of scanning the different booths and looking around. She has there's a face on her, a look of like slight disappointment that she's trying to sort of play off by acting flirty and flirtatious.
Cam's going to lean towards Kybax. Hey, Kai.
Yep.
Well-dressed Rhodian walks into a dive bar and hides the fact that she's looking around. What do you make of that?
That is a good question. What would I make of that? Well, if I had to put my money on it, I'd say she might be looking for trouble.
Doesn't look dangerous. Doesn't appear to be armed.
And do I recognize this woman? Is she on a bounty? Is she a bounty that I've seen before, or?
Not recognize this woman. As you two are sort of looking out, as you're sort of looking out, she takes a place at a bar and orders herself a drink and some food. Yeah, you don't recognize this woman. No.
Okay.
Lina, as you pull out the head of J9, the light in his eyes is out. Like there's no
Oh yeah,
light
no, I'm just
occurring.
doing background stuff. Don't worry about me.
Okay, cool.
Actually, when Kybax catches her holding my head, you think you could hook that up to the power outlet here and see if we can't get it up and running?
Maybe, but I'm probably just gonna burn him out if I try.
Lina, make a mechanics check, difficulty 1.
Those I can do. It's the one thing I can do.
Ooh,
And a triumph.
a try.
Wow.
Mechanics check.
Not only can you get this head working, you think that the routed supply of the table that you're currently sitting by would be kind of right in the sweet spot of being able to bring J9's head back to working order. It's not a long-term fix by any means, but it would at least get him talking again.
Actually, I think I actually, I think I can. Yeah. One moment. She dives under the table.
For sure.
You
With the triumph, I'll give it to you without a check. You see sort of a loose power cable. That's the reason why the table is flickering. You unplug that, the table goes fully dark. And you see a socket that's sort of where you're meant to insert the head into the column of the quote unquote spine. And you see that the cable fits just really snugly in there. And greetings.
Hello again.
What? Where's my body? No.
That's still in the trash. We're gonna go back for it. There was other heavy things. This is the important part, though.
You see, damn, as you're watching out, you do see that these patrons are sort of looking into the private room. The door is fully open.
Lina?
Or talking to a head. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm so glad that you were able to fix me. My self-repair mechanisms. My self-repair mechanisms were just fully done. I thought I was gonna.
Lina, you plugged him into a table.
I thought I'm furniture.
Just for a little bit. I mean, tables have legs, so that's
my God.
that's a step in the right direction.
I'm trying to move. Oh no, I'm stationary furniture.
Oh,
What's
Lina?
Yeah.
You're gonna give J9 a complex.
See, so I was gonna
Please don't
talk
turn me
to
off.
you.
Please don't turn me off.
No, I'm not gonna turn you off. I was gonna talk to you in the alley, but you were having power issues about your astromech friends. So, just calm down. This is
Excuse me.
Maybe we
Moment.
could ask
Lina,
him
shut the hell
about-
up, please. Okay.
Yeah, the door shuts.
Lina, you can continue.
So I was. You were trying to tell me about your astromech friend, but your self-repair and your power was just it wasn't working. So I made you a table.
Oh, okay. I'm not trying to freak out or anything. It's okay. I'm just a table, and this is sort of where I'm at now. And R4 to give you the sort of the details of it. We were on our way here to the cantina when a bunch of thugs came up and tore me apart. They hit me with bludgeons and bars of steel and ripped my legs off.
Yeah, we saw your body. Not great.
What did they look like?
Yeah, that. And why were you coming here? I mean, I guess other droids were getting oil. Were you thirsty?
Well, I suppose yes. I recently.
The mistress.
Sorry?
Your mistress. You mentioned your mistress. Does she happen to be a Rhodian?
A mistress? She. My former master had me manumitted on her deathbed.
Oh.
I'm a I don't have a master anymore. Well, I used to, but now I don't. I'm free now. J9
That kind of looks at the head plugged into a power cable on a table. Yeah.
J9 and I, I'm
Aren't
sorry,
you?
R4 and I, we were employed by her, and as we were manumitted, we don't have a master anymore. So, our the way that she would put it, she was a really successful courier, but as I've spent more and more time in the Outer Rim, the proper word for her was smuggler. R4, well, R4 is a rather special astromech droid. He has maps and navigational analysis that is relevant to these parts. Of course, as an astromech droid, we don't really need money, but he has information that could be useful to the thugs that are here.
Who else
Something about-
knew about your mistress's occupation?
Well, her family, they weren't very happy with her dying. She was sort of the one who brought in all the money. She was, she had associates in the area, and yeah, I suppose they would probably know what R4 has, and could probably use him to make money, I suppose.
So your current employer, what does she look like exactly?
I don't have a current employer.
You said that already, Kai.
Oh. I got sorry, I got a little mixed up. That's Tristan. I got a little mixed up.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
No, that's right. Yeah, so essentially to give you the easy version of it, J9 and R4 were owned by a former smuggler. Smuggler died. They were manumitted, which means that they provided the right not to serve any master other than themselves.
Gotcha.
So when the master died, droids are free now.
And these people could just happen to know that R4 used to belong to a smuggler.
Well, smugglers often work with other smugglers, I think is the
Right.
point that J9 is trying to make.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm caught up now.
J9 looks up at you and says, I don't, I'm just a protocol droid. I translate. I don't understand the complex navigational analysis that R4 was able to do. But I know that it has something to do with my memory sockets are getting older. The Kessel,
Oh shit.
the Kessel,
Run.
that's it. How did you know?
I'm sorry. Are you telling me that your astromech friend has a map with a safe route through the Kessel Run?
Well, no.
Oh.
The map of that's R4 has tried to explain it to me a bunch of times, but R4, it's not a map because no one can make a map of the Kessel Run. It's some sort of some kind of analytical program that my master was working on before she died, and R4 was able to finish it. Of course, it's still very dangerous, even with R4. She still very rarely went into this area for that very reason. But
We got to get that astromech.
Hey, Kai backs.
Yeah.
I got 10 credits says your bounty stole this astromech.
Oh, I've already had that same thought. I would bet 100 credits that this is all connected.
So Cam will sort of lean forward, like elbows on her knees towards J9.
Hi.
We're willing to help you get your friend back. Would you consider employment?
Cam, go ahead and give me. This is going to be a negotiation roll from you.
Okay.
Unless are you being genuine? Is my question to you.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, cool. I would say definitely negotiation for this.
Okay.
I'll put the difficulty. I'll put the difficulty at 2. I will allow either trained or untrained assistance in this. If anybody can give me.
I have got training in negotiation, so I could assist.
I would like to flip a light side point to get a yellow die.
Sure.
And she will continue. You should know that we're couriers, like actual couriers, not smugglers. We may haul stuff for some less than reputed people, but the things we haul are above board.
Oh. Well, I mean, I could certainly. I can't really lift things, but I am fluent in over 6 million forms of communication.
I'm gonna try to get your body back. It's just in the trash.
So you're telling me that I'm not always going to be at table,
No, this is just. I was bored.
or am I attached to a table, or am I the table?
You're plugged into the table.
So, am I a head, the table, or both?
You are a head plugged into a table.
This droid is giving me an existential crisis.
Go ahead. Go ahead and yes. Negotiation. Go ahead and give me your full roll, and then Kai, go ahead and give me a yellow dice as an assist.
All right. What difficulty?
It is difficulty 2.
All right. Here we go. Oh.
Ooh.
Kaiback's coming in strong.
Well, that comes out to a neutral.
Let's come out to a neutral. However, I will say, okay, with the advantage that's sitting there. Okay, cool.
What can you do with a negotiation advantage?
Nothing much with 1, but
Or
I will.
concession from a target.
I will narratively say, J9 looks over at you and says, "Well, my freedom isn't really going well so far, but, well, actually, that's not true. I've explored and been to all sorts of planets where transport was allowed, and typically they allow droids to carry along as long as they're useful, so I will certainly think about it, just as long as we find our 4.
Naturally.
He's my partner. He's my dear friend. And I shudder to think what could be happening to him.
And we wouldn't own you. No, you'd work for Cam and
Lina, you're breaking up something bad.
No, I hear him. Right?
Shit, must be on my end then.
I was gonna say I'm not even using the program I usually use. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, and we wouldn't own you. No, you would work with us like
Yeah,
an
I
employee.
am very specifically offering you employment as a member of the crew.
I appreciate that. I will, of course, help you in whatever things you have going on here. but R4 is my top priority.
Well, at the moment, we just completed our delivery, so the only thing we have going on here now is tracking down a bounty and finding your friend.
With that being said, the folks who attacked you, did they have any kind of identifying marks on them? Any kind of, like a bandana or a symbol or anything like that?
I know that they were mostly human.
Lina,
I gleaned that
yeah.
from.
can you power both J9 and the table?
Wait, maybe?
See if you can. I want him to get a good look at that Aqualish.
Okay,
To do both of those things, I will say it would be a difficulty 2 mechanics check.
okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. We transferred that information over to the bounty disc, so I'm just going to walk across the room and grab the bounty disc.
Yeah.
Kybex, can I have your the disc?
Oh, yeah, and I just take it out and click it on.
I
That-
did it, Cam. You can see it.
That person, I don't recognize him by his face, but is that's an Aqualish, right?
Yeah.
Is his name Dandandoba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
you don't think it's him, do you?
Well, not necessarily. I'm just. We happen to also be looking for him. It would be very convenient.
Oh, well,
He's also a known smuggler, so...
he is. Hey, it's the song from Return of the Jedi. That's interesting.
Yeah, I gotta find.
Yeah, we gotta be
some
careful.
Musical versions of these.
Hopefully this isn't copyrighted.
Oh, it is, but that's why it's recorded on a different channel.
Right. Okay. Udumari kudu chiki. Sorry, it's a good song. So, I need to turn it off because it's too good. So it's still playing for you, but I turned the volume all the way down on my end. You see, J9 looks over and says, "He wasn't there, but I've been on Foremost for a couple of... Oh, okay. I've been on Foremost for a couple of weeks now, and from what I hear, he has been making his presence known. I know that several... I mean, if you think that this is just sort of a backwater planet with nothing going on it, that's probably not true. Several smuggling operations were operating here, but as Bandon moved forward and forward, they became less and less present.
So, Cam's going to lean back over to Kybax. Your hut friend wanted this guy alive, right? Kybax?
I'm sorry. I had to step away for a second. My cat was puking. I just heard it across the room. What's up?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's legit. Your hut friend wanted this smuggler alive, right?
Yeah, she did.
Something tells me it's not so, not so that she can go on a date. I think she wants to take over his smuggler ops, become his new boss.
I would 100% agree with that. And since the imps are offering double the money for dead or alive, I'm definitely going to be asking for more.
Okay, but... Alright, consider this. You ask for more from a hut, and it's going to make an enemy out of them, whether or not they agree to it. we're gonna make an enemy out of... I forgot the hut's name.
Maba.
But we're gonna make an enemy out of Maba.
Maba.
Why don't we just make an enemy out of Maba?
She pays well and she's consistent.
I
Yeah,
would rather not make an enemy of my boss
Right.
at this moment.
Look,
exactly.
This thing going on in the wider galaxy, right? What they're organizing in the core worlds. You know how the Empire treated free traders. We were a nuisance. This thing going on in the core.
The Republic
The
was different than that.
It's the chance at legitimacy that Dad could never give us.
The Republic let Mandalore tear itself apart. The Republic fell to an empire that lasted for 20 years and oppressed billions of people, killed more.
And how long did the Republic last before that?
But it would be great if it were if and when it gets set up, but Coruscant is still under the M's control. The Alliance hadn't even made its way into the core yet.
And
So
we
for
stay
right
out
now-
here, we won't have a choice but to eventually become smugglers. And I know that's not the life Dad wanted for us.
But right now, there's not really anywhere else to go.
Yep.
The Alliance is in shambles. The Empire's split apart.
Out of character, how the hell is the Alliance in shambles?
They don't have that. Assault on Endor was every bit of their military power. They don't have a base. They don't have a home planet. They barely have an organizational structure at this point. They're a fleet in space cleaning up Imperial remnants at this point.
Okay, their military power is, I believe, politically, the Alliance was already in place.
I think
Yeah, like 6 or 7 planets in the outer rim. There were no core planets.
Look, we get Bandon, hand him over to the highest bidder, take the money and run. Just get out of hut space. Give me and Lina a chance at a legitimate career business. We keep working for the huts. We'll eventually become spice smugglers, whether we want to or not. It's either going to be that or get shot in the head.
I've got to go back to Sleheyron.
it's about now you notice that the music of the cantina has stopped.
Kabax holds up a
Cam.
finger.
Yeah, Cam goes quiet and quietly pulls her pistol out.
Right.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to just bite. Put J9 back in my bag.
Oh, wait.
I turn on my thermals. Can I see anything on the other side of the door?
On the other side of the, like directly on the other side of the door?
Yep.
No.
Out to medium range.
Out to medium range?
That's what it says on the 10.
Fuck's sake. You detect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 heat signatures.
Mm-hmm.
In here.
And I know where the ones were that were there when I went into the room. So are there any that aren't supposed to be there?
There are 3 that have just entered the canteen.
We got company. 3 of them. switch off the thermals, and I crack the door.
Let's see. From where you are standing now, you do not see any of the patrons at the bar, but you hear. Give me a perception check.
Difficulty 0, since it's pretty quiet because the music stopped.
I'll say yeah.
Ta-da! Oh no. What can I do with advantage on a perception check? Let's find out.
Yeah.
I can.
I love the ta-da immediately followed by the oh no.
That doesn't make any sense in this context, so I guess nothing.
I will say, who else is close to the door? Tam! Make me a difficulty 0 perception check, please.
Hold on. Ooh. Difficulty 0.
Yep. That'll do it. All right. You hear a gruff male voice say, "Hey, you ought to show a little bit more attention, baby. This ain't some scuzzy scrap dealer offering you company. I'm an important guy around these parts, yeah? You be a bit more friendly and it'll be to your advantage, yeah?"
Ivax, if you could hear eyes roll, you'd hear his.
Yeah. Wait, mates, I think there's some excitement going on outside.
Yeah.
You say that.
I know.
So hang on one second. It is dead quiet in here. Do you say that in that? I'm just asking.
I think there's something going on outside. It's like he's a gossip hound.
Yes, Tam. I can tell that much. Because I just repositioned myself to where Kyvax would actually be standing, and I can see some of the patrons of the bar, including these 3.
So, here's what you see. The person who's doing the talking is this gentleman in the front. You see that he has unkempt hair with sort of stubble growing from his gaunt face. He's wearing a dirty beige flight suit, and you see holstered on each hip, you see blaster pistols. You also see that he's wearing sort of a large backpack, and it looks like it looks heavy. It looks like it has some equipment in it. The second guy, the one that's not a weak way, he is a younger guy than the original guy. His eyes are sort of looking over everybody at the bar. And are you standing at that angle to the door?
Yes, I'm kind of just have my hand on the knob, and I've opened it up just enough to see.
Okay. Are you doing this in a way to attempt to not be seen?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check, please, and this will be difficulty 2. Nice. Yeah. You see that his upper lip is split, and it still has a big sort of long scar. He is currently wearing a sort of neatly tailored and very close-fitting black clothing. Looks like it's made out of cloth. The weak way, the guy to the left, weekways in general, their age is sort of hard to estimate because they usually have the same ruddy and wrinkled features.
That's racist.
Well, hey, but true.
Technically, it's speciesist.
He wears his hair in 3 sort of long braids and dresses in a typical weekday fashion with the rough quilted leather. It's traditional. You see that Spear also has he has a larger blaster pistol. I'm sorry, this guy here, the younger guy, has
His
a
name is
heavy blaster
apparently
pistol
Spear.
holster. And shut the fuck up. And you see the Weequay has a knife in a back waist holder. Spear, dagger, and mace. If you think that I'm that bad at naming people, you'd be right.
Ibex looks over to Cam and does didacta, so sign, basically. 3 punks harassing someone. What do we do?
You see the guy, the guy in front. He says, "You see you see that the Rhodian woman.
Mhm.
She's sort of looking around, and she clearly looks very uncomfortable. You see that she's muttering. I will say that you guys understand Rhodian. She sort of mutters like, "Oh no, I'm just sort of here trying to relax," and you see that he's not rebuffed by this. He's doubling down.
Kybax closes his eyes, and Cam would know the body language. It's the sigh he makes when he's like, "Shit, I'm gonna have to do something."
All right. You
Right.
see that. Yeah, go ahead.
Kai,
Yeah.
Stun or kill.
Stun.
When I hear that, I go, wait a minute.
Cam sets her blaster to stun.
What are we doing? What's going on here?
We're gonna help somebody.
Oh,
And he opens the door.
Here we go again.
Jeez.
Cam
Hi, Max.
turns to Lina and just holds up a hand and mouths sorry.
So here we go. I would like to know if anybody is visibly has their guns out.
Kybax.
Room, but I visibly have it out.
Cam is kind of holding hers kind of behind her thigh.
Okay, cool. In an attempt to hide the fact that you're armed.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me. Oops, I closed the door. Go ahead and give me a.
Let me move.
Yeah,
over
go ahead and give me a stealth check. I will say.
There we go.
I will say difficulty 3 for this.
Okay, this'll be fun, he said sarcastically. Anticipating failure?
Jesus Christ.
Well, motherfucker.
Hey, you never know what can happen, guys.
Right?
5 successes rolled. Jeez.
Jackbat.
You see that as you all walk out, you see that the man is not rebuffed, but these 2 here do sort of look at you coming out of the private room, and they are all looking at Kybax. Their eyebrows are sort of furrowed.
We got a problem. I look over to the bartender.
Ree just sort of he sort of stood there, almost frozen. He you see that do you say that? Is there a problem?
Yeah.
You see that the lead guy, he looks at you and says, "Hey, back off, will you? Us two are just getting to know one another."
Was I talking to you?
Well, you're talking to me right now. Listen to me. Mind your own business if you know what's good for you. Yeah?
And supposing I don't know what's good for me, what are you going to do about it?
Cam goes, oh, blast it.
All right.
Cam just sort of leans her head against the wall and goes, yeah, I suspected it was going to be this kind of day.
Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
This is going to be an opposed check.
Uh-huh.
I would like you to make a coercion check.
Oh, good.
This is going to be opposed by a discipline check made by the person. So, need to look here. Moment.
Please tell me that this puffed up punk does not have a good discipline check.
It will be difficulty 2.
Okay.
And I will say, I will also be inflicting a boost die for you due to the fact that you are wearing full Mandalorian armor.
Okay. Geez, we don't have
And I am
light points.
Yep. I am going to be spending to upgrade one of my dice to proficiency.
So that'll be
So-
one difficulty, one challenge.
That is right.
Then I will spin right back at you to gain a proficiency dice.
Okay. So your pool consists of... Okay, great.
Of all the colors.
2 threats, 2 successes, and a triumph.
All right.
Which, with a coercion check, means that I can... Target becomes recurring subjugated ally.
Nope. That does not apply here.
Can I make him afraid of me?
I'm going to make you do that 2 more times.
Okay.
Yikes.
I will be... Please do that twice more for each of the other persons. The first one is going to be another roll, just like you did, just 2 difficulty die.
Actually, one of the things I can do with that is I can affect targets, affect subjects beyond original target with 2 advantage. Can I do that with a triumph?
Let me see. Triumph spends. This is coercion. I will allow a triumph to be used in place of... Actually, give me 1 second. Okay. I am going to say no due to the fact that the 2 threats are there.
Okay.
But that is the one use that I have of those threats. So I will ask you to roll that twice more. The first one is going to be difficulty 2, standard. I'm not upgrading any die.
Okay. Can that, instead of doing any of that, can that triumph turn into an extra boost die for me?
It can. Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say that for one of these other rolls, I will give you a boost die.
Okay. 2 ability, 2 boost, 2 difficulty.
Yep.
Roll it.
All right. And do that same thing again, but this time with just 1 boost die. For the third. Okay. You see that the 2 humans sort of look at you up and down and sort of start you see that they make a half step back when the Weequay walks up and says, "You know, I've killed my own Mandalorians a time or two. I'm not intimidated by that fake armor you're wearing."
Cam just quietly looks down and goes, "Oh shit."
I shoot him.
Oh.
Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Oh, good lord. Alright, here we go. Give me 1 second.
This is not Dr. Kestra Hagen that you're dealing with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, his
If
brain's still
he's-
intact.
Yep. Here we go. Let's go ahead and start an encounter. Give me 1 moment. If everybody could please roll, this is going to be, since you guys are doing the action, you guys are going to make a difficulty 0 cool check for me. Right? Is that how this works?
Right-click your characters. Click the sword and
Yep.
board. That'll add you to
Yep.
the list. And then go over to the encounters tab, and then hit that die and switch it cool.
Yep. So we are waiting on Kybax. Right-click on your character and click the sword and
damn.
shield icon.
Rolled cool instead of doing that. I forgot to do that.
No, you're okay.
Uh,
Yep. So go ahead and it's going to be a. Yep. Perfect.
Sorry,
Awesome, and-
click the D20 in the encounters tab. Next
Yeah.
to your name.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
It'll have a pop up, and then you can choose cool.
Cool. Okay.
Right. Vigilance. And vigilance. All right. So here's the thing. We will go ahead and begin combat. So that means that actually these guys are going to be able to get the jump on with that first initiative slot. Jesus Christ. Gut girl. Oh, God. All right. So this guy, perfect. Who's going first? I think I know who's going first. Let's claim that. Perfect. So cursed. Yeah, truly. And for the purposes of this, I believe that this all would be is that right? Close range. Is that right, Kyle?
yes.
More or less, this is all short range. Close.
Short range.
Yeah, close is right next to you in melee. Short range is anywhere. I'm going with the below 24 meters. And
Alrighty.
games are relatively scaled properly.
Okay. Yes. So this is all short range. Perfect. Yeah. All right. So it is gonna be fantastic. So to draw a weapon, it is an incidental. You see that?
No, it's a maneuver.
I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say. A maneuver. I'm so sorry. The thing is, so I am going to suffer 2 strain to do another maneuver, which is moving within range of you.
Uh-huh.
And he is going to stab you with a knife.
He's going to try.
He will certainly try. Now let me go ahead and make sure that I'm rolling the right way. Perfect. Awesome. Combat. Combat check. Melee. This is going to be difficulty 2. Perfect. So I would like to this. Okay. Perfect. And you know what? I'm going to use one of those destiny points. I'm going to upgrade I'm going to upgrade ability. And I'm going to roll. All right.
Yeah.
You see, this weak way charges at you before you're able to get your gun out of your holster. He moves surprisingly quickly. You see, he sort of he goes for a full over the head stab at you and fully misses. Whiff.
I kind
I
of
am.
just as a thing for Kyvax to do, I kind of like knock his hand aside as he whiffs. Just be like, no.
All right.
I just imagined Kybax not even moving, just watching idly this dude's knife just whiz by harmlessly.
All right. So this guy. Let's see. Let me look at my man.
Oh.
Okay. 1 second here. Sorry, everybody. Okay. I'm assuming that means. Okay, cool. So Cam, are you going to be going?
Yeah. I didn't realize I had to click to claim the thing I rolled, which was weird.
Yes.
Yeah. So here, let me go through the initiative, how initiative works really quickly here. So anybody can go because it's a friendly slot. We do not go in the order that we rolled. We go in the order of the colors. So you can see in the encounter tracker, it's red, blue, blue, red, red, blue, blue, blue. Right?
Oh.
So, Cam, you do not need to go first. If you would like to elect to go first, you're more than welcome to.
I would like to go, if you will allow it, Cam.
I'll take that next slot.
Okay, for sure. Let me, how do I, second, unclaim this initiative spot, and then let me claim, perfect. Kybax, what are you going to do?
Okay, so my gun is already out. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a maneuver, and I'm going to step back out of engaged range, which brings us back to short, I believe, for a maneuver. I'm going to pull up my gun, and I'm going to shoot this man.
Short range, that's going to be difficulty 1.
Difficulty 1. And I'll take 2 strain and do an aim maneuver.
You add a boost die.
I do.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, good lord. Okay.
And with the 3 advantages.
Yeah, go ahead, tell me. Please tell me what you're going to do.
And with the 3 advantages, I disable the opponent. So I'm gonna basically, the energy net's gonna hit him in the chest, wrap him up, and drop him.
All right. Perfect. There. What does the accurate quality do?
The accurate quality does
Gives me an extra boost die per rank of accurate.
So you get.
I get two boost die base.
Oh my god! Holy shit! That's insane. I love that. So yeah, you're good at shooting stuff. You fully wrap this guy up, and he hits the ground, hits his head immediately, and yeah, he's tied up, dude.
And I point the gun up at the other 2, and as an incidental, just go, anyone else?
All right. Well, okay. I'm realizing some things about myself that I'm not really looking to. Okay. Here we go. your guys' turn.
I think Cam wanted it. The rest of us are still in the room, so.
All right, Cam. Perfect. And boop.
That's
Oops,
Halifax
nope.
again.
Sorry. I need to
The
select your
players
token.
can claim the initiative slots themselves.
Yep, as long as you have your token selected and click claim, then it's yours.
Yep.
I did it for you. All right, Cam. This guy is... 1 second. Let me find a nice token. He has fallen and he can't get up.
He's currently being electrocuted by a bunch of purple energy.
So the question I have is, these other two, how are they taking this?
Not great, I'll say. However, to get any more information than that, that would require a skill check, which would take your action.
Okay, that's annoying. And aiming takes my action, and I can't aim and fire in the same turn, right?
That's not correct. You have a maneuver, that's an aim, and then you get your action is to shoot.
Okay. Can I aim and then set a contingency?
So you're going to aim and then not shoot? Or
Aim, and if they continue to take hostile actions, like if they move to attack us, then I shoot.
I don't believe that there's a preparedness rule. I will say go ahead and give me... fuck it. Go ahead and give me a perception check. I'll say difficulty 1.
Copy that. Perception check, difficulty 1. Well, I got a triumph. What can I do with that?
I love how the system is sometimes very awesome and very shitty in terms of rolls. Look, perception. Notice useful details. Gain a boost die on future interactions. I will say, yeah, basically a succeeding situation. Go ahead. You can see their look of shock. These guys weren't gonna be trying to fight, but Quay decided to try to stab a Mandalorian, and they are thinking about leaving.
Okay. Well, which one was the leader? I'm guessing it was...
You're not sure, but the one that was, yeah.
Yeah, that was the dude who was being an asshole. Okay, he's the one who I'm taking the aim action on.
Okay.
And, of course, obviously she is no longer hiding that she has a gun.
That's right. All right. So, they do not actually act on the same initiative, but they may as well. Oops. These guys each spend 2 strain to take to take 2 maneuvers. Actually, no, they don't. They are just going to have 12 strain because they're not going to do an action. They're just going to do 2 maneuvers, and those 2 maneuvers are to run away immediately. They're gone Goodbye.
Cam will holster her pistol.
You see the weak way is screaming.
I walk over to him, and it only lasts a round. So right about where it ends, I put my foot on the top of his head, and I say, "You're going to answer me some questions."
Okay. Well,
I can imagine the weak way answering like that.
take a 5-minute break, and I'm gonna figure out what to do. Give me 1 second. Stand by.
Just imagine this weak way, like, can we talk about this? That's the idea.
Well, you're going to be doing a lot of talking.
I think it's at this point Lina realizes how close she's standing to Tam.
She's just breathing deep, like.
Just go over here. Don't question. He named it. That's his own fault.
I feel a little guilty, but only a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm listening in, but I'm away from my keyboard.
Oh, this would have been a perfect showdown thing. Oh, dang it. Sometimes the dice let you be a badass, and those times are nice.
Okay, I'm back.
You good?
I'm great. So the weak way, yeah. Go ahead and I'll say go ahead and give me. Is there an intimidation thing that
Coercion.
is a thing? Huh?
Coercion.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a difficulty 0 coercion check.
Can I get a boost dice?
You can get 2.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
Hey, that'll do it.
He puts his hands up and he goes, "Listen, man, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I was looking for a fight, and I'm sorry, I picked the wrong guy. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't smash my head in. Please don't smash my head in. I've never actually killed any. I never actually killed any Mandalorians, and I'm pissing myself right now. Please, please, there might be shit coming. I'm
I
not
can
sure.
see that and smell it, so I need you to shut up. There we go. Nice and easy. Take a deep breath.
Cam, you're looking around, and people are before, like during the fight, people are like on your side. I will say now, people are sort of looking away. Sadly, tides have shifted. They feel bad for this weak way. Okay.
I take my foot off of his head. I'm like, okay. So, got a couple of questions for you. You're going to answer them.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
First question, who's your boss?
The guy who just ran. He ran.
Okay, and who's his boss?
Well, we call him the big man. It's Bandendoba.
Yeah. You have any idea where I could find this man?
Give me a second. One second here. As you begin questioning him, go ahead and give me a perception check. I will say difficulty of 2. Jack.
Sorry,
Cam?
kind of zoned. What
Oh.
you're saying?
Yeah. Can you give me a perception check, difficulty 2, please?
Yes. Perception check, difficulty 2. Here we go.
Kind of a mess of the dice. You notice that someone is missing from the bar.
The Toydarian.
He's give me just 1 second. I'm still also looking for information. Give me 1 second here. Okay. I listen. Only Darrow knows. He's the only one that we just get our orders, and me and
Where would
me and-
Darrow go with his tail between his legs right now?
to our hideout. Yeah.
Well, good news, buddy. And I grab him by the shoulder and I pick him up onto his feet.
Okay.
You're going to take me to where that is.
Cam will motion to Kybax
Yes, Kamika?
and then nod towards the bar where there is an empty seat.
You know that Tordarian?
Not personally, but I've seen him hang around Darrow sometimes.
Cam, go talk to the bartender, see what you can find out about him. Hello?
On it. On it. On it.
Sorry, I don't mean to be giving orders, Cam. This is your crew, but we kind of entered my territory on this one.
That's why I'm not giving you a look.
Listen, they're I can show you where it is, but I'm not going to be. What do you?
I'm not asking you to fight for us or nothing. I'm asking you to show me where it is. After that, I don't care where you go. As long as it is away from here. Is that understood?
He nods his head.
Good. And now it's Tam's.
Cam, you walk up to the bartender. The bartender sort of backs away from you slowly, and looks at you suspiciously.
Okay, out of character here. I totally forgot what I was supposed to be in the last 30 seconds. I forgot what I was supposed to be asking. Now we're asking where the revenge
There's a Tordarian that was sitting at the bar, and he left along with the bad guys. We want to know anything that the bartender knows about the Tordarian.
Oh, got it. Okay. Got it. Sorry. I thought I was fighting the Tordarians. That's what I thought I was doing. Okay. Got it. Okay. Got it. I'm on it. Let's do this. Scene. Boy, mate. I put my arm on the bar to lean over on the bar, kicking my foot up.
see the other two patrons walk away.
I look at them as they walk away and go like, what? What's going on? Anyway, mate, you know that poor dog you were just talking to over there? What's his deal?
Who, Zoim?
Yeah, sure. Zoin. What's Zoin's deal? Who he works for?
Can you spell that name for us?
I absolutely can.
Zoim.
Local trader. He often hangs. Yeah, I'm translating, but what you hear is.
Got it. He's a local trader, right? Does he work for anyone particular, or is he just kind of freelance here and there?
Hey, man.
While this is going on, I am putting binders on the weak way.
He goes, look, man, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to run a bar here.
And we are not trying to cause any trouble, mate. Not even a little bit. That little display back there was just to, make sure that.
The display?
So
He shat
people-
his pants.
Well,
Literally. There's so much electricity that he shat and pissed himself.
well, accidents happen, really. I mean, what can you say?
Accidents? He was shot!
He did try to stab me. So I feel like I'm pretty justified.
Well, that part was on purpose. But, the rest of it, that's the thing. We'll apologize later. And I in the most condescending way, I throw him a credit, an extra credit. Okay.
He looks at it. Look. You have to know your way around. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. I was just gonna say. Oh no, never mind. I'll say. So where do you think he might have been headed?
Look, you people ought to get to know your way around before you start assuming that I know such things just because I happen to live on Foremost. Okay? Just look, do what everybody else does. Relax. Don't shoot people in my bar. Sit. Enjoy the music.
I look at Kyvax and I shrug my shoulders like, well, I tried.
He goes.
You got his name.
He goes, oh. He looks at you and says, 50 credits for me? Wow. Looking at the 1 credit piece. He looks
He
at you.
says, I say,
Ibex kind of like
Well,
nods his head like, we've got the money.
yeah. Oh, I guess we do, huh? Well, I mean, split 5 ways. I guess I do, but I'm not going to cover this. I'm not going to cover this myself. So I go. That's right. I'm like, here's. I say here, and I get out my the data pad and go. Here's
Hey,
25.
Trev, you're very echoey. I can barely hear what you're saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah. I say, okay, I'll fix that in the next couple of seconds. I say, I forward 25 credits to him or send 25 credits his way.
Go ahead and give me a negotiation
Charm.
roll. Negotiation difficulty. I'll say of 1. Just because it's a difference between 25 and 50 credits, and it would have just been easier to give him 50. But yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
Oh, understood. He's just trying to save a penny. Negotiation.
Jesus Christ, dude.
He goes, listen, you with your pretty hair and locks, you come in here, you almost shoot up my bar. Can I use give me 1 second and we can do that.
No. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. He he looks at you and says, "Yeah, all right. He's not working for anyone. He follows Darrow around. The guy, Darrow Blunt, the guy who has given this nice lady some trouble. He's the guy.
One. Sorry.
He's a new smuggler that's sort of here. It thinks that it's okay to just push people around. It's honestly pretty exhausting. I mean, we get our fair bit of smugglers around here. Most of them are decent people. They're just trying to make a living. But yeah, Darrow and Gut, the weakway that's currently soiling himself, they recently came under new employment. Now, I can't tell you any more than that. And you see the Rhodian steps up and says, "Well, I can." She walks forward and says, "How are you, handsome?"
I say, hello. Sorry, hello, Mrs. Miss.
Well, it's Ms.
My name's Tam. What's your name?
My name is Zucata.
Lucada.
And she is speaking basic.
It's Tyler.
It sounds like a very exalted, beautiful star. Just like you.
Oh, yeah.
Thought it's beautiful.
Cam pinches the bridge of her nose.
Sorry, go ahead and give me a skullduggery check. Skullduggery. I will say the cunning one, and I'll say difficulty of 1.
You talking to me or sorry?
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry.
Beautiful roll. Wow. You see that he has on his person 75 credits. He's currently, his armor is padded in such a way, it's kind of deceivably built. It's padded armor. It's not just heavy clothing. He has like leather inserts in there that do well against dispersing energy blasts. You see his vibra knife is sitting on the ground. It's a pretty decent knife. It's got sort of that vibrating edge to it. Nice sort of engraved handle. Other than that, nothing really on him.
She will pick up the knife and stash it in her coat.
Already?
Hey, Kybax.
Yeah.
How much
What's
does
up?
that ammo cost for that thing?
For
Points to
my-
his. Yeah. The Bola carbine.
About 25 credits a cartridge.
Okay. She'll just like meander over and just kind of walk by Gut and try to swipe the credit stick off of him.
Oh yeah, you do it. I mean,
Okay.
are you trying to do it stealthily or?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I'll say that yeah, you're able to sort of do that fairly easily. They're sort of sitting out.
Okay.
He doesn't really notice it at all. His main attention is on the Mandalorian.
Okay. Yeah. So she'll do
They're
that.
talking all that good shit a second ago.
Yeah. She'll do that, and then she'll wander over to the bar as though she was intending to go there the whole time.
Perfect.
And just kind of sit down.
Zucata walks over and looks at you, Kybax, and says, "I thank you for that, for dealing with him. If there's some way I could repay you, I'd be happy to do you a favor. I have some small amount of credits. I mean, can I buy you dinner? Or,
I'm just imagining the silence being completely in character.
Um,
Trev?
no,
Are you talking to me?
he's talking to you. Yeah, talking to you.
Sorry. I had
Jesus.
stepped away for a second.
No, that's okay.
Thank you, but right at the moment I'm having this fellow, and I shake the weak way. Show me where his boss lives.
Okay. Okay. I was just sort of asking. He. No, never.
Can I do it in some kind of insight check on this?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give it to you for free. She wasn't really her focus isn't really on you, Kybex. It may sound like from her words like she's trying to come on to you, but it's her focus is mainly her attention is on the weak way. And you see her ears perk up when you mentioned that you're going to be showing them where the boss lives.
What's it to you? You got some business with him?
Well, I was. I'm looking for someone, and I was thinking that maybe this idiot would know where he is.
Well, go ahead and ask him. He'll be real cooperative, won't you?
Sort of looks at him. Well, do you know a Godun? The Weequay sort of tightens his eyes and goes, no. Sort of looks between you and Sagata.
Do I recognize that name?
I saw you came into the tracker. No, there's no goat on this list yet.
I will say, I don't think. I don't think you would know that name. It would stretch the likelihood of coincidence for sure. Give me a no. No, you don't know him.
Okay. It couldn't be a lore check, maybe. All right.
Yeah, I'll say yeah. Go ahead and give me a lore check. It is going to be high difficulty.
Worst that happens is I fail it.
It'll be difficulty 3.
What I figured.
Jesus. All right. You know of a bounty hunter that very, very recently came up onto the charts. The only reason why you know about him is because he put himself into a huge amount of debt buying the equipment that's necessary to become a bounty hunter, like buying the weapons and the armor, that sort of thing.
Well, that's mistake number 1.
Yeah, so you know that he operates in sort of relatively around this area. You've never met him. You just know that he's a young guy, sort of came onto the scene, took a couple of contracts. Some of them went well, some of them not so great. And he's just sort of been chasing his money.
Godin. The bounty hunter?
Yes. Well, he would say so, yeah. Do you know him?
Yeah, I heard he got himself in deep with some people to finance that.
Yes. Well, he's a reckless guy, and
I'm sorry, but her fingers are really just bothering me the more I look at them. They're just so
Yeah.
oddly shaped.
You see,
Color
and her
change
hands
paint
don't.
alone.
As well, his clans people are just very worried about him, and I was to see because I heard tell that he may be in the area.
Yeah, he normally operates around this area. Tell you what, you stick around here, trying to stay out of trouble. If I see anything or hear anything, I'm gonna let you know.
Okay. I suppose.
Here's my comlink code.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm just sort of here. Yeah, I just happened to be around and decided to see if he was here.
Okay. Well, like I said, are you? Can I have your comlink code, by the way?
Oh, yeah. She hands it to you.
All right. If I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Okay. And she sort of looks away and goes back to sitting at the bar. She sort of sits next to you, sorry, and goes, "Kind of a stud, huh?"
Who? Uncle Kybex?
Oh, well.
I guess. I mean, he's really nice and strong, and helped us out a lot. So, I guess.
Well, well, good. Just well, this got awkward quick. I am gonna go and
I'm just imagining that guy's a stud, huh? My uncle?
Sorry hasn't figured it out yet, but she's Arrow Ace, so she does not understand at all.
Sure. Zakata just sort of orders a drink and puts her head down.
Yeah.
Sorry just kind of leans over and is like, I like your hair. I think it's really pretty.
Oh, thank you. My brother, yeah, my brother,
Your brother helped do it for you?
yeah, yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. I haven't seen him in a while, so that
Well,
means a lot to me.
I hope you get to see him soon.
Me too.
She'll get up and wander over and she'll hand the credit stick over to Cam that she picked up.
Cam kind of double takes a moment.
She'll just slip it to her and be like, I found this. I think it'll help Uncle cover the cost of his weapon firing.
Oh, okay.
She just seems like she's just trying to help out. Doesn't explain anything else.
Where did the
Yeah, we'll
credits
hand it up to Kybax.
Thanks.
Now, let's say we leave before we cause any more trouble.
Sounds good to me. He grabs him. You know that there's a move that doctors do when they're moving a patient. They grab them under the arm and kind of hook them with their thumb.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does as he walks this guy out.
Okay. Yep. Feeling up on the merchandise. I get it. He just laughs really loud to himself.
Just a little squeeze, just enough to let him know. Come on now, lock it in.
Yeah. I'll say that your various interactions, I will say, after the fight, y'all are sort of milling around, talking to each other. Zakata sort of fills you in. the
No,
interaction
Cam
with
does
the
not want to be
bartender.
milling around post-fight.
No.
No, we're leaving.
Okay, yep. I'll say 10 minutes has gone by. You all is everybody going?
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
Mhm.
the moment the fight was
Yeah.
over, Cam was kind of itching to get out of there.
All right.
Sticking around is how you get the guy to come back with friends with grenades.
Mm-hmm. As Lina walks out, she's just gonna look at the bartender. The hollow table in that room is broken. Should be easy to fix. And then leaves.
Okay. Did you break? Wait. Oh.
I didn't have time to put it back together.
All right. The pink hue of the cantina, the sign on the front that says Rejenks Cantina, lights up. So, and I should grab the weak way. Gut Goro is with you. I would like a marching order, please.
Cam is going to be number 2.
Kybax
All right.
is slightly in front of Gut Goro, dragging him along behind him.
Lina will take up the final spot.
Sorry, we'll be mostly walking side by side with Lina.
Alrighty. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Give me a discipline check, difficulty of 1.
Okay.
Sorry,
Hooray.
you've seen this before.
Okay.
You've seen this before. And you remember seeing your dead body about where Kybax is standing. Shining in the pink light.
She kind of blinks and she's like, I got a bad feeling about this.
Kybax stops as soon as she says that because he knows enough to know that that shouldn't be ignored. And I'd like to do a vigilance check.
Well, speaking of which, you are all going to be doing a vigilance check. Here we go.
Damn it. Tried to get that in beforehand.
What's the
All right.
difficulty?
No difficulty because we're starting combat. Give me one moment here.
Oh, it's
sure.
that. Okay.
Give me one moment. I would like... I need to bring all of my guys. Give me 1 second here.
Wouldn't be a Star Wars game without somebody going, I got a bad feeling about this.
Right? It's required by law. It's in the Constitution.
Yeah, but it could have been the other side saying it. We could be the things they have the bad feeling about.
Kybax usually is.
Give me one moment, everybody.
Get some fresh air, Cam said. It'll be good for you, she said.
The occasional adrenaline rush has never done anyone any harm.
Cam still has not asked about the I need to go back to Sleheyron, which I feel like is coming eventually.
She honestly is kind of hesitant to. Because if he wanted to elaborate, she trusted he would have.
Give me one moment.
When he
everybody.
said it, I think he did glance over at Tam before he said it. It was just a movement of the head, but Cam would have noticed it.
Shouldn't take this long to put out 3 really easy to push over tokens.
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
4?
Damn it. Kybax's fucking token doesn't have vision.
I
So it's going to be
think I
until we
do.
correct the prototype version.
No, I don't. Now I do.
All right. One moment, everybody.
I like the
I'm
way you
spending my
look in
first
that
paycheck
purple
on the
light.
jetpack. You hear me?
What?
First paycheck is going towards a jetpack.
You think?
I'm muting for a moment.
My backpack's got jets.
Ooh. One second, everybody. I need to make sure that everybody has the equipment that they need.
You did not add those to the
That's
initiative track.
all, folks.
Huh?
They didn't show up in the initiative track. Oh, probably because I can't see them.
You cannot see them. That is right.
You're cheating.
Huh?
If I can't see them, you're cheating. Them's the rules.
All right.
I turn on my thermals.
I also have thermal.
I'm
Not
back.
quite.
Perfect. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm just ensuring that everybody has what they need.
You're fine, dude.
I like a couple million more credits.
I mean, find me a wealthy and to pickpocket and maybe.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Got it. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Give me one moment here. That's all I need. Okay, cool. That's fine. Perfect. Nope, not references. I want area, equipment, compendium. There's that. Weapons. And
My backpack's got jets. I'm Boba the Fett.
I bounty hunt for Jabba the Hutt to finance my vet.
Wiki wiki.
okay.
News. This group just became 16% whiter.
Jesus.
That's a really old song.
All right, let's
We're
go ahead
back
and
in
get
the
started.
halcyon days of Flash animation.
So, here's what you see. Standing, and you guys should all be able to see this. Yes.
Please tell me they're grouped up.
Standing, actually, rather laying on top of this small supply building is someone familiar. Darl Blunt. Currently mounted, directly pointing at all of you, is a mounted heavy blaster rifle.
I'm stealing that.
He looks at you and says, he looks down at you guys and said, this is before initiative takes place, I will say. Look, you idiots clearly have no idea who you're fucking with. Drop your weapons, and we'll go easy on you.
You compensating for something there, bud?
Decloaking. Stepping out from their cover are 5 other beings, including this one who you recognize from on top of the building.
Right, Quebec stunner kill.
Dundaro. Rest don't matter.
And with that, combat begins. So, who would you like to go first?
Can I go first?
Sure.
You may.
I incidentally drop my hold on this guy's arm and bring up the weapon that was in my other hand.
All right. I believe these are all within short range.
Yeah, short range.
Short range of where you are currently.
Would you consider these three here to be in close range of each other?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. I kind of shove the weedy quay to the side and I say, "You better get to cover." I'm going to, I guess, maneuver here for my first maneuver of the round, just to give me some cover from this side. I'm going to take 2 strain, which my strain resets at the end of an encounter, I believe, is the case. Yep. Which means I'm back up to 2 strain. And I shoot at the Darrow.
At this guy?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So that is short range, and this is plus 2 damage from my point blank talent.
All right. Give me 1 sec. I'm spending a destiny point to upgrade a difficulty die by 1.
Okay, so that goes from a difficulty to a challenge. I'm going to flip a light point to upgrade an ability to a proficiency.
Okay. Right.
And with those 3 advantages, I disable the target.
All right, go up, I guess.
Okay. Give me 1 moment.
I could also do a critical hit, which would kill him, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to knock him out.
Give me just 1 moment here.
If that will not allow me to do that, I have something else I can do.
Yeah. So, to be clear, you could not inflict a critical hit on him because your critical rating is 3.
And I
It
have
would
3
cost-
advantages.
Correct.
Right.
It's 1 plus your critical rating is the cost.
Gotcha.
Target is disabled instead of. Okay. Yeah, that happens.
He is knocked out.
And yeah, so suffering wound strains. He is. To be clear, he does not. He is not unconscious and he is not knocked out. He is merely disabled.
Okay, so what does that do exactly then?
So it ties his hands and legs for a turn because that's how long
For
the
a
Lola
turn.
lasts.
In that case,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Until the end of his turn in the initiative. The end of his next turn.
in that case, instead of that, I'm going to give myself +1 range defense until the end of my next turn. With
Okay.
3 advantage.
Okay, sounds good.
Mhm.
So in which case you are doing damage, is that right?
Yes. Stun damage specifically.
He is not out of the fight.
He has more than 11 stress?
Particularly his wound threshold, which is what. Well,
No,
actually,
this-
no.
Stun damage doesn't do to your wound threshold, it does it to your stress. And if your stress track is filled up, you're knocked out.
Oh, then okay, he's fine.
Yeah.
So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So that's 11 minus 4 equals 7. You see the bola clips him across the face, and he goes, "Ah!"
Okay.
He knows who he's aiming at, so
Yep.
going next. Flame. This is short range for him. Alright.
Oh, actually, it's 13, not 11. I get +2 damage from point blank.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. I need to make sure that. Give me just one moment. I do want to double check to make sure that is. Okay. Give me 1 second here. I'm rechecking my stats. Can someone look up what the derived stat is for strain?
It's willpower.
No.
So
Yeah,
your base should be 11 or 12.
Give me just one moment here. I just want to make sure that my stat is actually right, because the amount of strain that I, according to this, I have does not look right. Give me just one moment here, everybody. Sorry about this,
It's all good.
because I don't think I have 22 strain. If I do, that's great. I don't think I have 22 strain.
No. No way.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, let me just pull up the book here. Determine derived at strain.
16.
So adding his species strain threshold to his willpower rating after spending starting next game. All right, great. Yeah, so that makes more sense. Okay, he is fine.
Okay. His strength should be at like 12, I think.
And then for that, awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and take the next turn. He is unloading at the really heavily armored guy who stunned his friend. This is gonna be a difficulty 1 roll. No, difficulty 2. Let me double check. So sorry. Still
Didn't
good.
Kybax take an advantage to give himself additional?
I get cover, basically.
Yeah.
Perfect. So this is short range. So this is just difficulty 1. This is heavy. I am gonna spend 1 to upgrade. And I get a boost die because I'm going from a height raised position. Okay. There it is. All right. For that here,
You should also have a setback dice from the cover, right?
No, it's +1 range defense.
so it's -1 damage to you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the setback die on that he covers for perception checks from you. Trying to peek your head out. I guess.
Oops. So heavy blaster rifle. So I only rolled 1. So I rolled a threat. For that here, let me look at threat. Combat. He is going to suffer. He is going to suffer 1 straight. Okay. That is going to be 10 damage.
-6, so 4.
Equals that is 4 wounds to you. He is firing for lethal.
Yep.
Right.
Bounces off my armor a lot, but I'm okay.
Oh, I have he is firing. Perfect. That is that turn. Who would like to go next? It is now your turn.
Sorry. Pull him off the roof.
Lord Tam.
Say that again. Try back.
Sorry. Please pull him off the roof. Pretty please
Okay.
with sugar on top.
It'll be funny. It'll be so funny.
That was actually the plan.
All right.
Great minds, etc., etc.
Okay, great. Fantastic. So, let me pull up your your thing. So many talents. Okay. Wait.
So yeah. The thing is, do I have to, like, when I'm making my force check, am I rolling to determine how many, like, how much oomph I have in it before I make the check? 'Cause-
So, for that, let me specifically. You're using the hurl pull talent, right?
yeah. So
Oh, where is that on your sheet? I'm so sorry.
You go to Sorry's sheet, go to the thing that kind of looks like a circle with two little lines coming off of it.
Yep.
It'll be under there.
Okay. I'm just not see. Oh, there it is.
if you click on move, it pops it up in a little window.
Perfect.
Not
So, for that, spend to increase silhouette to be targeted. So it is a silhouette. It's typically silhouette 0, right?
Right. I can spend points to increase it. And yeah, so
To silhouette 1.
yeah. So
Okay.
I'd have to get 2 pips to do a silhouette 1,
or
and
you can spend light side points to call on the dark side.
So yeah. So here's out. So go ahead and give me how many force points.
I only
Force,
have
what's your
1 force, so
right? So you only have 1 force rating. Go ahead and roll. So this is what you want to do for your task, right?
yeah.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and roll 1 force die. Please. And based on how that works, we can roll another one.
Oh, well that works.
Wow. Okay, for sure. Yeah. So so that is 2 force points.
Yep.
I believe, and Kyle.
So I spend 1 to use move itself,
Yes.
and then I spend 1 to increase the strength to a silhouette 1. And yeah, pull him down. I believe.
Absolutely. That's great. So let me.
Can he be pulled towards us? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna pull him as far as I could down and to us.
Okay. So, can someone please look up what a standard humanoid silhouette is?
1.
Silhouette is still silhouette 1.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I thought that this was gonna be going great, but here we go. Sorry. You tell me what you feel as you reach out. Do you, number one, do you mean to do this, or are you on some other instinct?
I do mean to do this. And at this moment, I'm feeling pretty mad at this guy for shooting somebody I care about. So
Okay.
the anger is flowing through me as I yank him down. I definitely am not gentle about it, so
Okay.
I will pull him down and right in front of Kybax, as roughly as I can. You know, killing him.
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's for the GM.
Yeah.
You said the blaster was mounted.
To be,
So it doesn't come with him then.
let me
He is
Let
now
me
disarmed.
let me change what I meant by that. I'm mounted. It is not a gunnery gun. I'm sorry. It is a headlauncher with a stand up that he's using as like a big machine, essentially, right? For stating a lie.
So
He
is it
mounted it against something. He didn't mount it.
okay?
Okay, it was like braced on a bipod.
Right.
Okay.
And hey.
Okay.
And hey. Free gun. Merry Christmas, Kybax.
Yeah.
So that was my action, and then I also maneuver and an incidental.
That's right.
Sorry, I have still learned the system.
Dude, me too. Tell me what you want to do, and I can help.
Right. So my maneuver is I just want to move over, and incidental would just be picking the gun.
So, I suppose you are dragging him towards where he was just holding a gun. So,
Would he need to make an athletics check to keep his gun?
well, it's
Honestly,
gonna
if he's still holding onto that thing after being yeeted like that, I'd be impressed.
I'm gonna just go. Oh my god.
A despair? I don't even know what.
It's my version of a triumph.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He immediately suffers a critical injury, and it's gonna be at plus 30, for one. Yeah. So somebody please roll me a D100. Actually, no, I get to do that because, yay me. Slash D100 slash R D100. Oh. Okay. I don't know how to actually do this. Give me 1 second.
/R 1D100.
Oh, 1D100. Which one did I roll?
You roll the one that says Star Blunt.
Okay, thank you. So that is a 7. Let's see what this is. I'm sure it's great. Critical injury 77.
Ooh.
Oh my god. So you pull him down. He immediately falls flat on his fucking face. You get a free attack. The attacker may immediately attempt another free attack using the same pool as the original attack.
Does that mean I can use my force power again?
You can use your force power again. The
Does
anger
anyone else?
flows through you.
Does anyone else remember the first time Aang fought Zuko?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to use my move on the blaster rifle, and I'm going to basically slide it over to Kybax.
I make this requirement. It needs to be to the same target.
Oh, okay.
Because it needs to be an immediate attack.
Okay. Can I just drag him up here in front of Lina and Tam?
Drag him in front of me.
So
Or that.
I will give you. You can just throw him into the air.
Yeah, but I don't want to kill him. We're not supposed to kill this guy. We're supposed to kill everybody else.
All right, point taken. Yeah, wherever you want to move him, go ahead and move him. It's
Okay.
within short
Okay.
range, so
Yeah,
you
so
can
I
literally
will
move him anywhere.
fling him, like, over here in front of Kaibax. Maybe a little too hard into the wall, but hopefully not enough to, like, break him.
Okay, well I'm gonna do another coordination check because that's fun.
Oh, God. If I kill him, I'm sorry. It was not meant to be.
Sorry.
We still have prisoners to take.
Oh my God! It's another fucking.
What is happening?
He suffers
This dude-
another. He suffers another critical injury. This time it's +6. So
Jesus Christ. If I just
So-
killed him.
slash R1D100.
Okay,
Okay.
it was low. It was
It was low this time. Yeah,
Thank
so that's
you.
an 80. That's an 85.
that's not
What is that? 85. He's winded.
Okay.
He he hits the corner of this building right in the and hear the come out of his. He does throw up slightly, and then
Kaibax
slams
kinda,
to the ground.
Just automatically points his gun at him, and then is like, looks up to the roof that he was on, looks back down at him, looks up to the roof, back down at him, and then looks over at behind him like, who the fuck?
So question, do I get to go again because of his despair?
No, so the thing that lets you go again is what I rolled on the critical.
Okay.
Hit.
Okay.
Thing literally rolled the one thing that gives you a free attack, which is
okay.
76 to 80, which is so funny.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I will let you know if I had rolled above an 80 on that. So
If your roll had been above 80,
yes,
not
that's
the
right.
total.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so,
You saw
my
the
maneuver.
maneuver.
Wait, so
Yeah.
all the other guys are over there. So my maneuver then, I'm just gonna run over here and just kind of hide.
All right, sounds good.
Damn.
It is actually my turn. Weirdly. Let's have a check in, everybody. Let's see where we're at when we see that. It's on the horse, literally. Okay. Yep. Yeah.
That is actually the best it could have gone.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys are so confused. They think that. Who's going? I will say. Yeah, I'll say this guy. Yeah, this guy. This guy thinks that Kaibax somehow did that, and is gonna shoot at Kaibax. Okay.
Oh my God,
Wonderful
guys.
Kaibax, to be clear, is visibly confused even under the armor.
Huh? It's like seeing Boba Fett look down and be like, "What the fuck?" This is gonna be difficulty 1. I roll first. Roll. Thank you. And it's just difficulty of 1. Okay. I am gonna flip another dark side token to upgrade an ability die. That's a bingo.
But with a threat. What can happen with that threat?
He suffers 1 strain. Boop. You take. Hang on. Why is it adding +4?
Because
you got
that's the
4
number of
successes.
additional successes.
Oh,
Damage gets really nasty if you get a lot of successes.
But I have a -6 because of my range defense. So
give me. Sorry, all right, everybody. I need to look and see. For each additional success over what I rolled. Okay. You take 1 more damage, Kybex. I'm sorry. From what I rolled before. 1 more wound.
From the attack from last round, I think, is what he means.
From last turn, yeah. So
Yeah.
I rolled 2 successes on a difficulty 1 check. So it was meant to be the base damage +1. Sorry. For that, so yeah, that is and he is not setting for stun, so that is he takes a strain and that is 11 damage.
-6, which makes it 6 or 5.
5.
5.
All right,
Well,
that hurt, but I'm still okay.
And you are currently okay. Yeah, how's Kybex feeling?
It hurt, but he's okay for now.
Any more than 1, you're still good to go.
Yeah, so you are now learning what it means to be a Mandalorian in a fight with a bunch of mooks. Those mooks really want you dead.
No, I don't blame them. Because if I survive to the next round, they're gonna regret it.
And then this guy going to use a maneuver to take cover. Let's see. I will say, yeah, he takes cover. The building is hiding him currently. Cannot see him.
Okay.
All right. And who would like to go next?
I guess I will.
Alright.
First, I will use a maneuver to get into cover.
Okay, where at?
These boxes.
Perfect.
Then I will shoot this guy. This guy right here.
But why him?
Oh, right. He got fucking yeeted, didn't he?
No, he's bound and tied. This is the one that got yeeted. That's our prisoner.
I'm just very confused. Okay.
Okay. This guy is the one we dragged out. This guy is the one who was formerly on the roof.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for whoever has those what look like dreads over here.
The woman with blonde hair? Sure.
Sure.
It is difficulty 1. This is just in close range.
Okay.
Or whatever, short range.
I will spend a light side to get a yellow dice.
Alright.
Difficulty 1.
Alright, you get it, and you get 2 advantages as well. So you
Um,
add 1
it
damage.
is-
Yeah.
Well, it's not including my pistol's inherent superior quality, which adds an automatic advantage.
You should go to your little briefcase and click on the actual picture of the weapon, and it'll use all the dice for that weapon.
Next time.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll go
right, yeah. Yeah, it has the
You need to roll an
superiority
additional
quality.
boost die.
Yeah, so that gives me 3 advantages. I believe that means I can just straight up stun a fucker.
A target can be disabled, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Alrighty, and you stun the one woman that's here?
Yep.
How do you feel about that? Alright.
It's a fight! What do you expect me?
Yeah.
No
Woman
objection.
2! It ain't sexist!
Yeah, you're firing for stun. Yeah, she takes a stun bolt right to the chest. and she is on the ground.
And I believe that brings us to our next friendly slot.
I'll go.
Okay.
Cam will also shout, Lina, take cover.
Alrighty.
I'm going last, so let Tam take the next one.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. There we go. I'm going to dodge this way. Sorry, not dodge, but take cover right there.
Okay.
As much as that is, I don't even know if that's really cover, but. And I say to Cam.
I will say, yeah, it's partial cover here.
Yeah. Bloody hell! You're gonna bloody Jedi! Are you always this fun?
It's a weird day.
And I am going to shoot at this dude here.
Yeah, it's just the difficulty 1. What weapon are you using?
I'm using this one. Oh, whoops! I don't know if that went to the. Hold on, it says send to. Oh, there we go.
So,
Send to chat.
yeah.
There we go.
Perfect.
There we go.
Go ahead and just click the roll button, which if you hover over with the little picture of the hold-off blaster, you can roll on it.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. And then he said difficulty 1.
Difficulty 1, yes. So you just right-click where it is difficulty die is, and then it should let you roll.
It says difficulty 2 for me. I don't know why.
So
That's default.
I see.
So
I got
right-click on where it says difficulty.
Got it. I got it. Okay. And
Oh my god, these cookies look amazing.
Good.
there we
That
go.
is a crit. All right, let's take a look and see what we can do with that.
okay, so it says I could either recover strain, which I haven't spent, add to the next allied active character's check, notice a single important point,
Or you
So
can
go-
critical
so
injury.
Go to page 4 of the references. These are the combat ones.
Oh,
so-
okay.
Combat success attack effects, yeah. And then you can
Oh, wait,
see
wait.
in the top left of that, you can see the spends.
You know what? I'm not on the. I was looking. I'm in the book, so I'm
Oh.
definitely looking in the wrong place.
Yep.
Where's the reference? Where's the
Yep.
reference?
So you go to the book icon in Foundry.
Yep.
In your little, and then you click on references.
I see. And then it says on 4 successful effects.
Yep.
I
You go
see.
right in there,
Ooh.
and then you got
good.
your spends right there for you.
Upgrade a target's next check. Upgrade any of the allies' next check, and destroy a piece of equipment carried by a target. That I can't
Or
do
2
it.
triumphs.
Or any of
So-
these before.
Yeah.
Oh,
any
geez.
of
So-
the you
oh.
can immediately inflict a critical injury. You can
Let's-
do all of that stuff.
Let's do a critical injury. I don't know how much damage I did, but I do 6 damage. It's 6 damage.
You did 8 damage.
Oh, I did 8 damage. Oh, because
Yep,
I had
because you rolled 2 successes.
2
Yep.
successes. I got it. Okay, so I did 8 damage, and so I'll do a critical hit on him.
All
So
right.
that-
Good news is these are minions, so you blow this man's head off. He is dead.
Oh no!
Immediate regret. That was honestly the best thing you could have done.
Let's do it.
Immediately
I'm
I
not
have
known for
total
making
cover
good
from these
decisions,
two
so-
over here.
He hits the floor and is immediately dead. His leg is twitching. You have killed the man.
Nice. I feel good about that. I'm at peace
Okay.
with that.
Well, that's good. I believe that is going to be your turn. Is that right?
That's it. I moved. I said something snarky to Cam, and I shot.
So, my turn now. What is generic mook number 2 gonna do? Well, somebody just killed generic mook's number 1's friend. Oh, we need to take. So you're dead. You're out. You need to also
Your
be
parents
out.
didn't like you, Mr. Tough.
Um.
Street tough.
Yep. I figured they'd probably die, so I didn't name them. So you killed his friend, Tam. But with your angle, you do get, no, I'll say only partial cover because he's elevated. So you do get one range defense.
I also want to use my dodge feat, which is I think I can use 1 strain to add difficulty to the attack.
Is that okay? Let me look at the talent.
Yeah, let me send that to you.
Dodge. It is an instant. Wow, it's a reaction out of a turn. Okay, great. That's awesome. Wow, didn't know that out of turn stuff was was a thing. But okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So take 1 strain.
Okay. 1 strain. Currently have 11.
So
And
you can.
then-
So it's not even just. Whoa.
Well, it's per rank. I only have 1 rank of dodge, so
Okay.
I can only.
Number of strains. So do start with 1. Start with 1, not 11.
You go up.
Yep.
You go up. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. I was like, how do you get all this strain?
I don't.
You're almost unconscious, dude. What the hell?
Yeah.
So for that, awesome. Yeah. So it adds. It does. Oh no, your talent's gone now.
When it left? Oh
It
no,
left.
I
It's
did.
gone.
I did. Oh wait. Oh,
It's
let
okay, I
me
can
put it
fix it.
back.
I can fix it. I got it.
I thought I was putting it onto the chat,
Nope.
but
No, you're
apparently I
okay.
was not.
There you go.
Thank you.
But now that you will have to
Yeah.
edit it.
Yeah, I'm,
Okay.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it now.
So it's add a difficulty. Is it?
Yeah. It's you take 1 strain and then add difficulty to the attack.
Perfect.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I
This guy is holding a slug thrower.
oh
Oh, I don't like that.
Perfect. It is difficulty 2. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spend a dark side point, and we're gonna upgrade an ability check.
Who are you shooting at?
Cam.
Okay.
Yikes.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh no, I missed. What can I do with those advantages, though?
that's not a oh no. That's
I am gonna go ahead and spend those 2 advantages to. I'm gonna go ahead and perform. I'm going to add a boost die to the next character's ability, and what do you know? It's my turn again. That's good. 1 moment. And perfect. Next. God, I love this combat tracker system. It's so intuitive. This guy gets the boost die. And Mr. Smuggler also, he does not have a slug thrower, but he has a blast pistol. So we're gonna do this. Alright. And then this is gonna be difficulty 1. He upgrades 2 dice already, so that's fine. And then we're gonna do a boost die, and here we go. He says, shoot him! Maybe he's the one who pulled him off, I don't know! Ooh. Successes with 3 advantages. That is 9... Well, let me look. That is currently 9 wounds. And I have 3 advantages. That's gonna be fun.
It's not going to be very fun at all.
You also... So, you get shot in the chest. Tam. Thankfully, it's a glancing blow. You do take 9 wounds.
Okay, so that's minus my
Minus your soak, which is
soak.
which is 3
3.
minus plus 1 because of your melee, because of your range defense. So that's 4. So that's 9 minus 4 equals 5. You take 5 wounds.
Okay. Ouch.
All right, And I believe there's only one more person to ask. I think that's Lina.
Yeah, that's Lina. Finally reacting. She is going to use her first maneuver to run undercover. Obviously, it's not taking cover until I spend the second maneuver. Okay, I'm going to take 2 strain to manage gear and pull a stim pack out.
Okay.
And then use my action. Which one looks worse, Tam or Kybax? Like, I've seen Kybax take hits, but he's also armored to fuck.
Tam looks worse. He has a big blaster wound to the chest.
Okay. So yeah, she kneels down basically on top of him with cover. Cover's really not working, is it, Cam? And just jabs him in the neck with the stim pack.
Oh.
Cam goes, it's working for me!
I know. Thanks, love. Thanks, love. That would hurt.
Cam's like, I should get shot more often.
Well, I believe there's a check that goes with that, right?
Oh.
No.
Syntax, yes. I'm pretty sure it's a medicine check.
Why would it be a medicine check? You're just stabbing someone.
Well, let me look.
Everything I can find says it's just a maneuver. One to pull it out, and then one to stab him.
Oh, returned.
Which is different than normal medicine checks, which would be actually medicine.
Okay.
So I get 5.
Not
No,
you.
Tam gets it.
No, Tam.
Tam got fucked up while you were gone, and he's not armored.
Understandable.
And Lina has definitely turned a much darker shade of blue in her cheeks.
Almost purple.
All right, Lana, that is your turn. We move on to the next one. Who would like to go first? The initiative order clears, so we get to name slots again.
Why did
I've got a thing I'd like to do.
I've lost you guys.
I can hear you.
No, I mean I've lost the map. I don't know. I forgot how do you recenter? Oh wait, is this it? No.
You drag with your you drag right click.
No, I know. It's like I don't. I don't know where anything is. I'll be right
zooming
back.
out.
Yeah, I tried zooming out. I tried. I think I went. I think I was just going in the wrong direction. That's it.
What, buddy? You drawing
There we
stuff
go.
on me. That's why you're on the wrong. You were in the measure one. You weren't in.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was drawing on the screen.
Yep, that's okay.
Well, it just went blank for me. I don't know why. Okay, got it. I'm there.
Max, go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
Okay, I'm gonna peek around the corner as an incidental, and I'm gonna step on this guy's rifle that has to be on the ground at this point.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna step on it and stand on it, hold up my wrist, and fire an explosive rocket.
You need this.
Right at these guys.
Which guys?
These two.
These up here? Okay, give me just 1 second. Okay. Great. Yeah, do what you have to do for that.
I am gonna flip a light side point to
That's
upgrade
necessary.
one of my ability dice.
All right.
I'm going to take a maneuver to aim,
Okay, you add a boost die.
add a boost die, and this is at medium range because they're up on a roof.
This would still be short range.
Short range, but not close range.
That's right.
Okay. Oh, dang. One of those, the second one, remove the second difficulty die, remove that because that's not supposed to be there. But the rest of it's there.
Okay.
Does that
that
mean 7 successes?
No, that means.
That means 2 advantage.
No, because
Oh.
those are threats. They're not
Yeah.
fails. The little
Okay.
triangle guy is a fail.
So the second little triangle shouldn't be there. So it's 2 advantage and 5 successes. That 2 advantage is going to activate Blast Quality 6, which means they both take an additional 6 damage.
Jesus.
An additional 6. Yeah.
Yep.
So this is what we call chunky salsa.
This is what we call a mook horror show.
You murdered, and I will say, this building catches on fire. A fire is lit. They're not there anymore.
Because they tried to cross the Mando with the big iron on his hip.
And then I point my gun at, what's this guy's name?
What guy?
This guy that I just stepped on his gun. Bando?
Oh, Dara?
Darrow. I point my gun at Darrow's head and press the barrel against his temple. And I'm just like, now, are you ready to have a conversation?
Yeah, you killed all his friends. He
Caused
spits
him some severe injury / trauma.
He takes a wheezy breath in, and he spits on your boots.
That was nice, mate.
That wasn't even smart.
And
Wait,
you see in his hand, deet, 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 deet,
I'm
deet,
going
deet,
to
deet.
kick his hand as hard as I can to send the grenade flying. Can that be an athletics check?
I'm gonna ask you to give me 1 second. I don't want you to get the wrong idea, but I want to make sure that your character actually knows what that is. Go ahead and give me a warfare check. I'll say difficulty 1.
Are you? I'm not sure that's strictly necessary. He's holding something that's beeping and increasing rapidity.
That's a thermal detonator I've ever heard one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead and kick it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Can I force
booting
it?
You could if it was your turn.
Okay.
Which
I'm
I
just-
will say, well, because you've already spent your. Does your force rating go away? Or is that just always there?
I
A
think
force
you can
rating
access-
is passive. I think.
So, you okay.
I still
So
have to roll every time.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to go ahead and go next, I would say sure.
Okay. So.
Go ahead and roll a force die for me, please.
Right. How do I do that again? On here?
Go ahead and in the chat area, you can do it. There's the little die
Oh,
icon.
yeah. Okay.
White
Yep. Okay.
Now, you can access the dark side by flipping a light to the dark.
Yeah. I think I take strained.
Only if there are no light side points left.
That's right. Yep.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So that's 0. That's 0.
Yep.
Yeah. I can just whoop and throw it as high into the sky as I can.
Perfect. You do that, and not here, but in a blinding flash of light.
Oh.
Yeah. For sure.
Impromptu fireworks?
A stun grenade, but you're close.
It's a stun grenade. I have three of them on me right now.
Uh,
All right.
Unless you
That was
stole
a-
one of mine.
I was quick thinking, but that just became a beacon.
Perfect.
Well, I didn't want him to get blown up. I thought it was a hurdy
No.
grenade.
You did the right thing. Sorry. Out of all the possible places you could have put it, that was the best.
I reach down, I pick up the blaster rifle and kind of shove it in my pack. Grab him by the collar and lift
Combat
him
is
up.
still going.
Is it still going? I thought
It
everyone
is
was
still
dead.
going. There's
There's one guy
Incorrect.
left.
Yep. He comes over and he's gonna shoot you in the head.
You gonna try?
He absolutely will try. Yeah, we're upgrading.
I can suddenly see a lot more.
that's good.
Yes.
So now you can see
Heyo.
players can see.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Um,
How do you deselect your token?
Try a little bounty box.
Oh, okay.
well, he misses.
I'm sure there's another
That
one.
is a failure.
If he were to, yeah. I do have 3 advantages. Can I still spend that for something? Or if I fail?
Could someone ping this dude?
He's right there.
Oh, okay. Thank you kindly.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, he misses. And he, realizes that he has done something extremely stupid. It is somebody's turn.
I'll go ahead and take it.
Alright?
Okay. I will take a maneuver to aim.
Boost die.
And it is difficulty 2, is it?
Difficulty 1.
Okay,
and then, yep,
difficulty
just
1.
Just
I'll
hover
go
over the
ahead.
little picture.
Yeah, and flip a thing to upgrade one of my dice.
Good.
And away. Oh, I almost forgot my boost die. Away we go.
That'll do it.
Ooh.
Yeah, is it possible to turbo stun a dude?
So you mean
Turbo
like
stun?
stun him more?
Well, I mean, I'm aiming to stun and I triumphed this poor sot.
You could still, basically that would be, it would be an infliction of a critical injury. Is what you could do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, and it is. He does not currently have any critical injuries, so it is just a flat D100 roll. That I make. 1 second. That's R1. You guys are doing great, and I hope that you're having fun.
Oh yeah.
I am.
Oh,
Ooh.
God, it's a very high. Okay.
What'd you get?
Cool.
Oh my god.
91 to 95. At the brink. 1 strain per action. Okay. I'm gonna take that as he falls off the ground to the ground stunned. And because he falls, he takes another critical injury, this time plus 10. Ooh, I thought that was a 9, and I was about to be upset. 68. I love this critical injury table.
Yeah, it's gonna be utterly fantastic until we start losing limbs and organs.
Yep. He hits his head very, very badly. Like you see his neck. He is out cold. And with that, combat is over.
Whoever just tried to
Settled.
speak, it cut out real bad.
I was
Lino quickly moves away.
Kybax will stim pack himself as he puts his boot on this man's chest. Someone check him.
I'm gonna run over and grab all the stuff from these guys. Like, ostensibly I'm taking away all their guns, but I'm also, like, trying to grab cred chips and other things.
okay.
And Cam
Yep.
is going to go start. Oh, why is my token not moving?
Because you're hitting the edge of a shadow. Go straight down and then.
There's a wall there. There you go.
I can't move in any direction.
We're watching you.
Yeah, we're watching you move.
Yeah.
I just
There you are.
Oh, lovely. Okay, I'm gonna refresh the page.
So with Kybax holding this guy, I'm going to quickly do what he said and check him for any other hidden anything that might hurt us.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but then I fucking tripped all over the goddamn crate, very awkwardly. It was kind of hilarious.
Would you like the loots?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, loots time. Somebody better be writing this down because I'm not.
I'm on it.
I got it.
So, on Darrow Blunt, who is currently crying and puking.
Suffered some blunt force trauma, but
You pick
look,
up
it's a double pun. I can't help myself.
2 modified quick draw blaster.
I'm sorry, to what?
2
Modified quick draw blaster.
blaster pistols.
I'm writing it all down in Discord.
I was writing it down in the game chat, but
Okay, we'll just make sure that we both get everything then.
okay.
Spear. Yeah, people can write it anywhere they want. That's okay. On this guy, he has an ID badge on him. It's Spear Fraxis. This man also has a picture of his 2 children. Spear Fraxis. He has a heavy blaster pistol on him, and not much else.
Times 1 heavy blaster is.
In total, from the other guys, you get. Let me just scroll. I have a big list. It's called the When They Win list. Also in Darrow's pack, you find.
Notice it's not called the If They Win list.
I mean,
You see his bulky backpack that's weighing on his shoulders. In Darrow's pack, you find a med pack, 2 stim packs, 100 credits, and a bulky piece of equipment that looks like a large, sort of dark iron spanner.
And you said a bulky piece of equipment times 1 mystery equipment?
a bulky, dark iron-looking spanner.
Perfect. A couple of other things that you find. You find 3 slug thrower rifles, 3 standard blaster pistols, and a grand total of 4 stun grenades.
I will take those.
Okay, what about the heavy blaster rifle that Darrow had?
And wouldn't you know it, a heavy blaster rifle.
Okay.
If nobody else wants that, that would be useful for me. I have the most ranks in heavy ranged.
Okay. So is this list correct?
That looks right to me.
Okay.
I'd love the modified quick draw blaster pistol. I would. I don't know if it's better than what I've got or not, but.
And the spelling of spear, his name is S-P-I-R. Practice.
Yeah.
Okay, dokie.
Whoops.
I use another stim pack.
Fantastic. If you do a second stim pack, it only heals you for 4.
Yes, I'm down to 1 wound.
All right. For that. Okay, yep, that looks like the right list. And I will say, Spear has 50 credits, and then the Evil, they have no credits on them.
Okay, so 150 credits total.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Line
So-
to sling the med pack. Hand it to her mechanical arm.
I'm gonna walk over to Spear and say, "Hey, Tam, can we drag this guy over?"
This guy, 2 over here.
Yeah, Spear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Uncle Kybax.
Yeah.
Think any of these jokers might have had a bounty on?
I reach in my pack and pull out my data pad. Check. That has the auto log into the bounty list.
Hmm.
No, they don't.
They do not.
Okay. All right. Have I heard this guy's name yet, or do I
Which
not
guy?
know it? Yeah.
That's Darrow Blunt.
Darrow. Yes. Have I heard Darrow's name yet?
Yeah, Zakata mentioned it.
Okay. So Darrow, looks like you've learned a very expensive lesson today.
Yeah. I suppose I have, haven't I?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you have. You worked for Bandon Doba. Bother denying it, I know it's true.
You see that it's he's struggling to breathe.
Do we
I,
need to stim him?
Do you stim him?
I'll look at you wanna or it's up to you.
I don't think he's worth the credits, but she reaches and stab him with one of her now
Wait,
unlimited
but the
stim
med pack, you said you get 1 free stim per encounter. Can't we just
Per
use the med pack?
But this isn't an encounter.
Okay.
This one cost me my stim packs that cost me.
You see that some of the wounds seal up on his head. You see the bleeding from his nose and his mouth stop, but he still has a hard time breathing. Hey. Yeah. Anything that he'll do to me, Bandit, it's gonna do to me 10 times worse. You may as well just shove that fucking net thrower
I'm
or
gonna
whatever.
kill Bandova. So whatever you think he's gonna do to you, I promise I am the more immediate threat.
Cam will just sort of crouch next to him. And we're like, besides, if we succeed, there's going to be a power vacuum. That might shake out well for you.
Can we make this a roll?
I
He
would
looks
like
at
to
you.
roll charm.
Okay. go ahead and give me a charm roll. This is going to be difficulty of 3.
Does anyone object to me flipping that last light side point?
Send it.
Go right ahead.
We have 4 minutes.
All right. So that will upgrade that. Is you said diff 3?
Diff 3?
Okay. Tam, are you trained in charm?
I don't. Where's my character sheet? There it is. No.
Dude.
No, I'm not. I am trained in it. I don't have any proficiency in it now.
Oh, okay.
I'm trained in negotiation.
Yeah, it's a class skill, but I don't have any training in it.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see it. Like, can Kybax back me up on it with negotiation?
No, it would have to be training in the relevant skill, which is charm.
Okay. Ah, well. Here we go.
Hey!
Holy shit. So
Well,
Cam's just like, look, we just wiped the floor with your 5-man crew with little to no effort, okay? Now, Bandon, sure, he might be a much bigger threat than your 5-man crew, but if we take him down, I mean, look at the opportunities here. There's going to be a power vacuum, and you help us, you're going to be positioned right there to step in and fill it. I mean, come on. Worst case scenario, you have to get off world to escape Bandon, and let's face it, do you really want to stick around? This place is kind of a hole. Come on.
You really have no idea what's going on here, do you? You think it's just Bandon? You think if it would stop, if I could be in charge of this, wow, that would be great. But if you think that even if you kill Bandon, even if you kill his entire gang, even if you kill every smuggler here, if you think that I'm still gonna be alive, then you really are the outsiders I think you are. So how about this? Go fuck yourself. And he sort of looks away.
Who's above Banter?
He thinks about it for a very sort of a long time. And he looks at you and he says, "The Black Sun." And that's where we'll end it tonight. Well, I want to thank all my players here for tonight. I want to thank all the NPCs who died. I want to thank everybody who watched this, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. Catch us next time on the flip side. Night night.
None of you have to listen to him. He cannot tell you what to do. You can have as shitty a night as you want.
Listen to him. Listen to him, please.
My only question is how much XP do we get?
Ooh.
Because I'm that player.
Someone
He's
needs
like,
to be.
I
That's
want
a
to
good
Rude, though,
question,
right?
considering we took on an extremely difficult fight and did very well.
Extremely difficult. What?
It was
What do
difficult.
you mean?
I mean, that
didn't
could have
say that
been a
we
lot
didn't crush
worse.
it. I said it was difficult.
I think it was. Honestly,
Okay, let's be real. The only reason it went as well as it did is because Sari got that pull-off. If we had had to deal with that heavy blaster rifle, that fight would have been very different.
Yes, extremely.
Yeah.
Uh,
all right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's something that we as players should not kid ourselves about. We got lucky.
We did.
Lucky.
That's what I'm saying. Is like that's what I'm saying. Is like just because we happened to crush it does not mean this was not a difficult fight.
uh,
and with that, everybody gets 25 XP.
oh shit.
Oh, Snapple.
You don't know how happy you just made me.
I know.
25
That'll-
XP.
That allows me to get all the talents that don't apply to most situations.
I think I'm thinking about multi-classing into gunslinger, and I think I might just do it now. That's